Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Hope everybody's... No, it's not. It's not Tuesday. It's, shit, what day is it? It's Monday. About 12:15. Kind of my Tuesday. I guess maybe that's why I thought that. Anyway, just, trying to remove some of this. I assume this is just sound deadening from the factory. I was gonna leave it, but I don't know if the sound deadening panels that I want to use, I don't know if they'll stick to it. So I'm trying to get some of it off. Using a poor man's heat gun, one of my wife's old hair dryers. I think I'm gonna have to break down and go get a real heat gun. That thing's just not. I'll probably end up burning enough electricity running that thing instead of just going and buying a. I should turn the radio down. Anyway, think I'm gonna go get a real heat gun. My dad has one, so I might give him a holler. He's out of town right now, but I might run over to his house and grab his. Something I noticed yesterday, it may have been Saturday. Man, I'm all screwed up on my days. So, anyway, I found out that my welder's plugged in over there. Stereo's over here. And I kept having issues with the welder, like it wasn't turned up high enough or the ground was bad or something. And I figured out that when I had my stereo turned all the way up, evidently those are the same circuit. When I had my stereo turned up and the subwoofer was really working, I think the welder wasn't getting enough juice. That's the only thing I could figure, because after I started having that issue, I turned the radio down, the welder worked fine, turned the radio back up again, and it started doing the same thing. So I don't know if that's even possible, or if you guys have ever had an issue like that, but it was driving me nuts, man. It was like I wasn't, it acted like I didn't have a good ground. And I never moved the ground, I kept it. I cleaned off a nice spot right over there on the firewall for it, and I ran the sander over that a couple times to make sure it stayed good and clean, so I got a good ground. But anyway, I don't know if that's possible or if that was the issue, but if anybody else has an issue like that, maybe that's what it is. I was always careful not to run my compressor in that at the same time, because those were coming off the same circuit. But I have this compressor, and I got it a long time ago. It can move some air, not a ton of air, but I can't get the thing to fire. I don't know if anybody has any experience with it. I have power going everywhere to it. I have it hooked up. I ran a 220 outlet for it. I got power to everywhere on the motor, and it had one bad capacitor. I swapped out the capacitor and it still didn't work. So I'm wondering if maybe the other capacitor is bad and that's why it won't fire off. The motor's free. I checked to make sure I could spin that. It's not frozen or anything. But I'd like to get this, because it's 60 gallon. I'd like to get that running so I have a little more volume, because I've just been using that little 12 gallon job there, which, you know, it works okay at best, but it'd be nice to have a hell of a lot more volume. So I don't know if anybody has any suggestions on why that thing won't fire. I got power going everywhere. I ran a meter on everything, but and my switch and everything's good. But anyway, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to it, because I kind of at a loss of what else to do. I don't want to have to buy a new motor. My tank's good, so if I gotta buy a new motor, new pump, then I'll get a new motor and a new pump. That just won't be, I won't have the money for that for a while. So if I get this to fire, then I could get, you know, stuff for this. But alright, well, I guess I've rambled on for long enough. I'm gonna see what I can do about getting some more of this sound deadening crap off of here. My brother's gonna come over, not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, and we're gonna pull the glass out of this. I want him to be here just to give me a hand, because this one's not exactly cheap. But have some more dents to knock out. I don't really want to do them with the glass in it. And then when I paint the interior, I'd rather do it without the glass. So then when I put the, you know, this had an old Earl Scheib paint job was the last one. You could see where it's all over the window rubber. And I don't want to do that. So, all right, quit rambling, Steve. All right, guys, get some more done. I'll throw the camera back on here. If I don't, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. I'm gonna return some comments later. And YouTube's really been screwed up on my phone lately. All the videos that it's showing are like 3 weeks old, so I've had to search each person, and it unsubscribed me from a lot of people too, which was kind of weird, but I guess it's happening all over. So, all right, guys, be good. Have a good Monday. All right. Oh, shit. Almost tripped over a sander there. Turn the radio down. So I broke down, went and snagged my dad's heat gun. And, yeah, it's coming off. You know, I'll need to clean it up a little better. I'm thinking some steel wool and, you know, some kind of liquid of some sort. Acetone or something like that will probably take it right off. But, anyway, it's slow going. You know, I made it partway across the cabin. My putty knife gets really hot, but other than that, I mean, it's working. So, yeah, gonna keep on going on it and see what we can, see if we can finish this off today. That'll be an accomplishment. Then I can clean up and figure out what we'll do next. All right, guys, back to heating and scraping. Well, there we go. We got the top part done. That's not perfect. It's still got some residue on it, but I don't have any steel wool at the house. I gotta go get some steel wool next time I go out to get something. But there we go. I think I run some steel wool across this with something on it. This stuff will clean up nice. It looks rusty in the camera, but it's not. The back of this stuff kind of came off brown on there. It's not rust. It looks like it, but it's not. So got this top portion done. I guess I'll work on this bottom portion now. I'm trying to not heat it up too much. I don't want to, with these ribs, I'm not worried about this one warping. I was a little worried about this one warping, but it didn't. So I think I'm gonna knock this part out. And we got that side that's I don't know what happened here. I'm gonna have to ask my dad, see if there's a story behind that. But so there we go. Knock the bottom portion out, and hopefully it goes just as smooth as this one did. It's tedious work, but I think usually the things that make something look good are tedious work. So just elbow grease. So here we go. Here you go. Everything's stripped for the most part. A few more spots to get, but I need to get some steel wool. I need to get back on this. Yeah, I like the way it turned out. Time consuming, but you know, necessary. But I did that and took the windshield wipers out today. Just trying to get everything going. There's Olivia eating Fritos. Horrible day again. Yeah. California sky. But alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'll go get cleaned up, take my other daughter to her softball practice. So I'm gonna go get that done, and you guys have a good Monday night, and I'm hopefully gonna be back out here again tomorrow, so we'll see if see what we can do. So alright, guys, take it easy.